Intro. Hey there, welcome back to our channel. Have you ever faced a major setback in your life or career? Well, you're not alone. Even some of the biggest companies in the world have been on the brink of collapse. But here's the thing, they didn't just give up. They fought back, learned from their mistakes, and came out stronger than ever. Today, we're going to dive into 7 incredible comeback stories that will inspire you to never lose hope. These are tales of resilience, innovation, and the power of a great turnaround strategy. So, let's get started with our first comeback story. Main content. 1. Apple's near bankruptcy. Remember when Apple was on the verge of bankruptcy? It's hard to believe now, but in 1997, Apple was just 90 days away from going broke. The company was losing money fast, and its product line was a mess. Enter Steve Jobs, who returned to the company he co-founded. Jobs made some tough decisions, including cutting 70% of Apple's product line. He focused on creating simple, user-friendly products that people actually wanted. The introduction of the iMac in 1998 marked the beginning of Apple's turnaround. Then came the iPod, iPhone, and iPad, revolutionizing entire industries. Today, Apple is one of the most valuable companies in the world. The lesson? Sometimes, less is more. Focus on what you do best. 1. Marvel's financial crisis. In the late 1990s, Marvel was facing serious financial trouble. The comic book industry was struggling, and Marvel filed for bankruptcy in 1996. They were even forced to sell off the movie rights to some of their most popular characters. But Marvel didn't give up on their superheroes. They decided to take a risk and produce their own movies. In 2008, they released Iron Man, kickstarting the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This bold move paid off big time. Marvel's movies have since grossed billions at the box office. In 2009, Disney acquired Marvel for $4 billion, solidifying its comeback. The takeaway? Sometimes, you need to take big risks to achieve big rewards. 1. Lego's decline and revival. Lego, the beloved toy company, hit a rough patch in the early 2000s. They were losing money and struggling to compete with video games and other modern toys. In 2004, Lego was on the brink of bankruptcy. The company decided to go back to basics and focus on what made them great, the brick. They cut costs, improved efficiency, and invested in product innovation. Lego also embraced pop culture, creating themed sets based on popular movies and TV shows. They even ventured into the digital world with Lego video games and movies. Today, Lego is once again a highly profitable company. The lesson? Don't forget your core strengths while adapting to change. 1. Starbucks' 2008 struggle. Even coffee giant Starbucks has faced its share of challenges. In 2008, during the global financial crisis, Starbucks was in trouble. They had expanded too quickly and lost focus on their core business. Howard Schultz, the company's founder, returned as CEO to turn things around. He closed underperforming stores and retrained baristas to improve coffee quality. Starbucks also introduced a loyalty program and focused on the customer experience. They even shut down all US stores for a day to retrain staff on making the perfect espresso. These efforts paid off, and Starbucks returned to profitability. The key lesson? Never compromise on quality, even when times are tough. 1. IBM's 1990s turnaround. In the early 1990s, IBM was struggling to keep up with the changing tech landscape. They were losing billions of dollars and laying off thousands of employees. Lou Gerstner was brought in as CEO in 1993 to save the company. He made the bold decision to shift IBM's focus from hardware to services and consulting. Gerstner also changed IBM's culture, breaking down internal barriers between divisions. He invested heavily in the internet and e-business, positioning IBM for the future. By the late 1990s, IBM had returned to profitability and regained its industry leader status. The lesson? Sometimes, you need to completely reinvent yourself to survive. 1. Nintendo's gaming console failure. Nintendo has been a giant in the gaming industry for decades. But in the early 2000s, they were struggling to compete with Sony's PlayStation and Microsoft's Xbox. The GameCube, released in 2001, was a commercial disappointment. Nintendo decided to take a different approach with their next console. Instead of competing on processing power, they focused on innovative gameplay. The result was the Wii, released in 2006, which introduced motion controls to gaming. The Wii was a massive success, selling over 100 million units worldwide. Nintendo proved that innovation can trump raw power in the gaming world. The takeaway? Don't be afraid to think outside the box and challenge industry norms. 1. FedEx's early struggle. Did you know that FedEx, the shipping giant, almost didn't make it off the ground? In its early days, the company was losing over $1 million a month. Founder Fred Smith took a desperate gamble to save the company. He flew to Las Vegas and gambled the company's last $5,000 in blackjack. Miraculously, he turned it into $27,000, just enough to keep FedEx operating for another week. This bought time for Smith to secure more funding and turn the business around. FedEx went on to revolutionize the shipping industry with its overnight delivery service. Today, it's a global leader in logistics and package delivery. The lesson? Sometimes, you need a little luck and a lot of perseverance to succeed. Outro. So there you have it, 7 incredible comeback stories that show it's never too late to turn things around. These companies faced enormous challenges, but they didn't give up. They adapted, innovated, and came back stronger than ever. What do you think is the most important lesson from these stories? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more inspiring business stories. Remember, every setback is an opportunity for a comeback. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.